Hello. As 2019 wraps up, I see you have come for some 2020 Nintendo prediction. Seeing the future is hard. Very, very hard. We'll need to do this together and look inside my crystal ball. Oh, this is interesting. Very, very interesting. Nintendo has a very strong lineup for next year. Very strong. I'm gonna need you to look into my crystal ball too. Look and tell me what you see. Honestly, prediction videos are some of my most fun videos to make, and definitely like prediction videos for an entire year is even more fun. And considering Nintendo barely has any announcements for 2020, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna be able to make some creative liberties, take some creative liberties here. I mean, next year Nintendo only really has Tokyo Mirage Sessions Encore coming out in January. They have No More Heroes coming out sometime next year. They have Animal Crossing New Horizon coming out in March. And then they have Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Remake, and that's coming out sometime next year. So definitely a lot of open road to discuss. So let's start off in the beginning. I actually think they're going to start off with a huge January Direct that's really going to be able to outline all of next year, considering we know so very, very little. First, I do think they're going to start off giving us another Wii U port, and a big one. They're going to give us Super Mario Bros. 3D World. This is one of the best games on the Wii U, and it's time for it to come over. And you know, even if Nintendo doesn't have a lot of brand new games in the first half of 2020, you know, they could put this game in February or April, and it kind of still feels like a big, substantial game. We even got a new Mario sports game in what feels for a long time. I know we got the tennis game, Mario Tennis Aces. I think that was in 2018 in the first half of the year, so it's been a while. So there's two sports games that I really want, and that's a new Mario Strikers game. You know, soccer and Mario just really go together, but me personally, I would love a new Mario golf game. I think with the graphics that Nintendo can supply and online capabilities, I think it could just be great. Like, golf is such a great online game because you could literally have hundreds of people playing one round of golf together and get high scores, and it just works so well. Honorable mention to a Mario baseball game, but I don't think that's in the cards just yet. So I know when Super Mario Party came out last year, it was a little disappointing. There were only 4 boards, very little online capabilities. People were thinking,
Hey, where's the DLC?
and Nintendo was thinking,
we're not getting DLC, kiddies, so we're going to sell you a brand new game.
I think Mario Party 2 is going to come out next year. I also think it's just about time for Metroid. And when I say Metroid, I don't mean Metroid Prime. I mean a new 2D Metroid game. Metroid Prime 4, I think, is still years away, 2021, 2022. But the same team that made Samus Returns for the 3DS in 2017 has been working on a new Metroid game for 2020. I think it'll definitely come out this year, and people will, soak it up and eat it up, and people love Metroid. People say they love Metroid anyway. We'll see how well it sells. But I think we could be getting a new Metroid game. Let's talk about DLC. Nintendo has said recently that they want to start giving more of their games more DLC, try to get every last dollar out of the consumer that they can. So 2 games that I really could imagine getting DLC. First is Mario Maker 2. Right, I know that we've recently got some Master Sword DLC in Super Mario Maker, but I think it's time for whole new game styles. I know we were really hoping for like a Game Boy game style or maybe a Mario 64 game style, so I think it's time. I think it's time to update that game with a really big, juicy pack. And the second game that I want DLC for is actually a brand new game, and that's Luigi's Mansion 3. I don't think it would be that hard. It would be difficult, but I think people would pay money to get maybe another few floors from a mansion. Maybe a small mansion with 5 floors sprouts up. Pretty sure I'd pay $15, $20 for that. Maybe they add some other stuff to the main game, maybe more moves for the vacuum. But I think there's an opportunity to get some DLC for Luigi's Mansion 3. I just really think it would work with that game. The next game is definitely a must-wanted game. It's been hyped, it's been rumored, people have even thought it's been finished and made forever, and that's Pikmin number 4, right? That'd be great. But before that, I do think we're going to get a port of Pikmin number 3. So if we get, let's say, a port of Pikmin 3, let's say in March, April, and then a brand new Pikmin game in November, October, December, something like that, it could be the year of Pikmin, 2020. Could be the year of Pikmin. Can you imagine that? A few years ago, Nintendo came out and said they want a brand new Zelda game every single year on the Switch. We've gotten Breath of the Wild. We've got Hyrule Warriors. We just got Link's Awakening last year. So I honestly do think it's time for another port, and I think we get Skyward Sword HD. This is a great Zelda game that didn't really get, all the praise and love that it should have because it was really trapped on the Wii U. I think if they make some small adjustments to the controls, this game could get a brand new life on the Switch and honestly sell really, really well. So I said one Zelda game a year. So I'm hoping we're going to get Breath of the Wild 2 next year, but I honestly think 2020 is going to be more of a year we get a lot of information on Breath of the Wild 2. Maybe we get a trailer for it in E3, and then really a lot more information, maybe a September Direct with like an early 2020 release date. So unfortunately, I do think Skyward Sword is going to be the big Zelda game for 2020. Now let's talk about some remakes. Nintendo's been in the remake business for a little while. They said they don't want to do remakes, but they've been doing remakes. They did Samus Returns 2 years ago. This past year, they did Link's Awakening. So how about this upcoming year? They do another Game Boy game, but they take one of the Mario Game Boy games. And I think the second game is the Golden Coins. Wario's introduced. It's actually a really cool game. I don't know, how about a 2D remade Mario game that looks totally different? I know people kind of feel a little burned with 2D Marios because there's already Mario Maker, but this art style is going to be totally unique and look like something brand new and fresh. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You got to catch them all. That's right. That's what Nintendo thinks. They think you got to catch them all. Basically means a new Pokemon game every year. We got Sword and Shield in 2019. We got Let's Go Pikachu in Eevee 18. So why not a sequel to that game? Why not a sequel to Let's Go in 2020, and then 2021, get a sequel to Sword and Shield Turbo, or Sword and Shield Deluxe, something like that. We could definitely expect some sort of brand new Pokemon game in 2020. You take the Pokemon Let's Go engine, you change the setting, you change the Pokemon, you change the story, wham bam, thank you ma'am, brand new Pokemon game, and it will sell like bonkers. And then let's get to the main event. What everybody's been wondering, what is going to be the big holiday release for 2020? It's not going to be a new Smash game. It's not going to be a brand new Pokemon game. But it is going to be a brand new 3D Mario game, baby. I honestly think we're going to get Super Mario Odyssey Part 2 in, October, November, December of 2020. And it could be unveiled as soon as this coming January. If you remember, Odyssey Part 1 was really unveiled of January of 2017. A big blowout in E3 of that same year. And then that Christmas time, the game came out and it was unbelievable. And I really think it's time for a brand new Odyssey game using the same engine. Just new kingdoms, new plot, new mechanics, new upgrades, new power-ups, new captures, all that fun stuff. And it's right there. It's just right there for you. Perfect new Odyssey game. It's going to sell so much. Last Odyssey game sold great, and that was in the first year when there weren't even that many Switches in the public. By next year, there's going to be 50 million Switches, so it's going to sell forever. Now, let's get to some honorable mentions, right? These are some games that I'm a little less convinced are even real, but let's talk about them anyway. First of all, Retro Studios has been super quiet for years and years. They haven't touched a Donkey Kong game in a while. There were some rumors that they were making a new Star Fox game called Star Fox Grand Prix. It was going to be like an open world racing game. So maybe that's still out there. I don't know. It'll be fun. I'm a big Star Fox fan. I didn't like the new last Star Fox, but I'm here for it. I'm game for it. And then another honorable mention, Paper Mario. let's get my boy Mario, Luigi, Peach, Wario, Bowser. Let's get them in a brand new RPG setting. Brand new. Let's get rid of like sticker splash and all that crap. Let's do something brand new, a new art style, and people will just love it. So as another year goes by, it's really time to, reflect. You could reflect about what games you've played, what games you're hoping to play, any of that stuff. I mean, you could reflect about this video. Are there any games that you think are going to come out next year that I didn't put on this list? Definitely feel free to let me know down below. But I really want to take this time to thank you guys. 2019 has been a crazy year for me. I had the birth of my child. I had some great growth on my channel. But I'm really expecting 2020 to be even freaking better. I can't wait. Guys, if you're new to my channel, definitely think about subscribing. I do a lot of prediction videos, a lot of live streaming, a lot of discussion videos, that type of thing. And if you're already a viewer, thanks for sticking around. I do appreciate it. Guys, have a happy new year. Have a happy holidays. This is Turbo Jesse. I'll see you on the flip side.